Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to this brand new series. I'm going to be doing something I've never done before, which is breaking down the upcoming UFC 302 fight card, which is coming from New York, United States of America. Now I don't have a name for my series yet, but if you have a name that you'd like me to use, then do drop a comment below and let's get started. Right, so because of time, I'm going to be skipping the prelims. We're going to be going straight to the main event. So, the first main event fight we have is Randy Brown and Elizu. We can see their records, not too bad, not too bad. Height-wise, Randy Brown has the advantage. And also on the reach as well. So, he'll be having that jab and even the leg reach of 45 inches. So, you can get some kicks in as well. Obviously, we can see that Randy Brown does seem to be the favourite from just looking at the stats. And I'll be honest, guys, I'm a casual MMA fan. I only watch like the main events and the co-main events. So to be honest, these two guys, first time I'm hearing of these guys. Let's just go on significant strikes, quite even, grappling, takedown average. Randy Brown's got a few more takedowns. Accuracy's higher as well. I'm not too sure how odds work because this is all haram. Yeah, don't be gambling or betting or any of this stuff, guys. Yeah, this is all haram, so let's avoid this odds section. So yeah, for this one, I'm picking Randy Brown. We can do like a halal clean sweep of the victory. So Randy Brown, he's got my pick for this fight. On to the next fight, we have Nico Price and Alex Morono, I think his name is pronounced. The records are 15 wins, 7 losses, and then 24 wins and 9 losses. Oof. Alex Morono has been around a while. Similar height. The reach. Nico's got a price advantage. He's got a height advantage there. And also with the leg reach as well. We can see 67% of his wins have come by KO as well. That's not bad, It's not bad. Significant strikes. It seems Nico is higher on all of that, except on the defense side of things. Grappling, takedown average, takedown defense. Nico, I'm probably thinking that Nico is on the odds favorite on this one as well. But yeah, for me as well, based on the stats, and I'll be honest, don't know these two guys. I'm gonna go for a Nico victory here. So yeah, that's that fight. And then now let's move on to the middleweight division, which is everyone's favorite Kevin Holland versus Mikel. Okay, so we all know Kevin Holland's got the height advantage, got the reach advantage, and the leg reach is the same. 25 wins, 11 losses. Kevin Holland just wins one fight, then loses the next. United States against Poland. I've got to say, from the stats, I'm going to have to go with a Kevin Holland victory. The grappling, we all know Kevin Holland should go to Dagestan to improve on his grappling, but when he does that, I think he can win the middleweight belt. But for now, he's probably in like the top 10 contenders, potentially push for a top 5 if he can get this victory and his future victories as well. But I have to say, based on the stats and based off who I know and I've seen videos of in the past, Kevin Holland should be winning this fight. It seems everyone on the left-hand side is winning these fights in UFC 302, which is taking place tomorrow. That brings us nicely to our co-main event. Or is it main event or co-main event? It's the co-main event, which is a middleweight bout between Sean Strickland, the former champ, and Paulo Costa. Now, Sean Strickland obviously has had a lot more fights. His record 28 wins, 6 losses, and Paulo Costa only 14 wins, 3 losses. United States, Brazil, same height, reach, quite similar. But Sean Strickland, he's got the jab on him, right? He jabbed up Adesanya and probably should have won against Drykis, the belt. So he was quite unjustly done there. So he's like the so-called champ. I say the people's champ at the moment at the middleweight division. Paulo Costa's coming off a bit of a inactivity, hasn't been fighting that much recently, I have to say. But he's a dangerous fighter. But it's just about whether he has his stamina. Now, I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible, but there is one bias I have to do. It's just that for the entertainment purposes of UFC, I have to think that probably if Sean Strickland does win and he gets to fight for the title, there's a lot more entertainment in the press conference, that sort of thing. But of course, Paulo Costa as well, his English has improved a lot. He's putting himself out there with his secret juice as well. But to be honest, this one I'm not sure about. Either man could win. But if I'm personally going for who I think could win, based on recent fights and activity in the sport, because I think activity is vital in every sport, be it MMA, boxing. If you have activity, you're fighting regularly, you're more likely to win. For example, Wilder in his previous fight against Joseph Parker, coming off like a 2-year layoff, got banged up because probably inactivity played a part because your body's not used to it, right? So for that reason, I'm gonna go for the man on the left again, Sean Strickland, to win. This is a 5-round fight. Do I see a knockout happening? Potentially on the 4th or 5th round, but it could be a decision. I think either Sean Strickland TKO on the 4th or 5th round or a decision victory. That's my prediction on this one, which is our middleweight bout. And now let's move on to our main event. Islam Makhachev and Dustin Poirier. Look at the stats here, guys. Islam Makhachev, 25 wins, 1 loss. Dustin Poirier, 30 wins, 8 losses. Islam Makhachev is pound for pound number 1. He's on an unbeaten streak at the moment. I think 13 or 14 fights unbeaten. Similar height reach. Dustin Poirier does have an advantage, but the leg reach is also the same. But the key component of this fight is the grappling, guys. We saw Dustin Poirier struggles when he fights a wrestler. And if Islam's plan is to just take him down and wrestle, then I think it's going to be a long night for Dustin. It's either going to be a long night for him or a short night, because I don't think Islam's going to go in there and strike. Maybe he'll strike a bit at the beginning, but then he'll dive for the legs and try to take him down and, do his stuff, his samba wrestling or jiu-jitsu or whatever, and try to get a submission done. Maybe even go for the guillotine. Maybe that would be quite a fitting way that Dustin Poirier gets submitted by the guillotine that he's been trying to do for all these fights. So I have to say, guys, this fight, I think Islam Makhachev, younger man as well, Dustin Poirier getting to that point in his career where, retirement comes into the picture. So for that reason, because of the wrestling, because of the win streak he's on, and because of Dustin and how he's not handled wrestlers well in the past, I'm going to have to go with an Islam Makhachev win by submission. And there we have it. I think those are all my predictions for UFC 302 for the main event. It generally seems every single person on the left-hand side here is going to win, which is quite interesting. Did they deliberately put the favourite on the left-hand side, UFC? I'm not sure, but I'm sure this is going to be a good fight. Unfortunately, it's going to be on so late, 3 a.m. in the UK. I'm probably going to be asleep, so I'll be watching the highlights. But I hope you've enjoyed this breakdown of UFC 302 of the main card. And yeah, this is my first time doing this type of video, so do let me know in the comment section whether you want to see this more often going in the future. And yeah, as a Muslim, I need to support my Muslim brothers as well. So Islam Makhachev, inshallah, he will get the dub, he will going to get the victory, and he will stay undisputed. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe and share, and peace.